Right now on 10 News at 4, the search is still on for a number of sailors. They have been missing since a Navy helicopter crashed off of San Diego's coast. What we're learning about rescue efforts and the aircraft. And the CDC advises the unvaccinated not to travel this holiday weekend, why San Diego hospitals back that message. Plus,
it's much more than a book, especially in times like this.
How the gift of books help bring some normalcy to youth South Bay students.
ABC 10 News at 4 starts now.
Well, right now, search and rescue efforts continue for those missing sailors. They were on board a Navy helicopter that crashed about 60 miles off the coast of San Diego yesterday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Atkinson. Our ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala is joining us live from Naval Air Station North Island with what we know so far on this story. Mimi.
Hi, Steve. As you mentioned, 5 of those crew members are still missing this afternoon. It's been almost 24 hours since that crash happened, and the last update we received from the Navy is that crews are still searching.
Sailors still missing. The U.S. Navy and Coast Guard working together on search and rescue efforts after an MH-60S aircraft crashed into the sea while conducting flight operations from the USS Abraham Lincoln Tuesday. This was just about 60 miles off the coast of San Diego. The Navy says the aircraft is from Helicopter Sea Combat Squadron 8, better known as HSC-8. This is file video of one of HSC-8's aircraft, which is based out of Naval Air Station North Island. One crew member was rescued and is stable, but 5 others are still missing. Former Navy pilot Jim Kidrick says finding the one sailor so quickly helps narrow down the search location.
Certainly, it means that we were able to identify the location and pick someone up right away.
The Navy says the helicopter was operating on the deck before crashing into the sea. 5 additional sailors on the ship were injured, but are stable. Kidrick says while there are many possibilities as to what could have caused this crash to happen, and it is too early to speculate, one thing is for certain: a thorough investigation is happening.
No one wants to know more about what caused this than the Navy itself, because one of our sincerest goals is to not have it occur again, especially if it's something we can fix or identify.
And this is still a fluid situation. We're waiting for an update from the Navy, and we'll bring that to you immediately. One thing I do want to mention is that the Navy says all of the affected family members have been notified. We're live from NAS North Island. Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
And we know those families are awaiting answers tonight. Mimi, thank you. There have been a number of recent military accidents. Just over a year ago, there was that deadly training accident off of San Clemente Island. 8 Marines and 1 sailor died after their amphibious assault vehicle took on water. Their families have since filed a lawsuit against that vehicle's manufacturer. In August of last year, 2 soldiers died after a helicopter crashed near San Clemente Island during training. In 2019, a Marine also died in a rollover crash at Camp Pendleton. That also happened during training. And you can keep track of the search for those missing sailors with our ABC 10 News mobile app. We will send out a push alert with any new developments. Today, the U.S. Secretary of Defense gave the final total of evacuations coming out of Afghanistan. Secretary Lloyd Austin says that 6,000 Americans were taken out of the country, along with more than 124,000 Afghan civilians. He reiterated there are no longer any American troops in the war-torn nation for the first time in nearly 20 years.
We have concluded our historic evacuation operation and ended the last mission of the U.S. war in Afghanistan. America's longest war has come to a close.
About 14,000 Afghan evacuees are currently at an American air base in Germany. They will be processed there. As for the Afghans who applied for an Afghan special immigrant visa, a senior State Department official says the majority of them were likely left behind. Coming up at 4:30, we're going to talk live with the founder and CEO of Alliance for African Assistance about their work helping Afghan refugees coming here to San Diego.
U.S. companies added fewer jobs than expected last month as the Delta variant continues to be a concern. This is according to a new report out today from payroll services firm ADP. Employers added 374,000 jobs. The prediction was for more than 600,000. Now, most of the new jobs are in the leisure and hospitality industry. Walmart's hiring 20,000 workers specifically focused on the supply chain as it gets ready for the holiday season. Now, these people will work in Walmart and Sam's Club distribution centers, fulfillment centers, and transportation offices. The average pay is about $20 an hour. It's holding special hiring events next week on Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, now to a major update involving coronavirus here in our county. Our county leaders officially declared COVID-19 misinformation a public health crisis. They passed a measure making that declaration late last night after 15 hours of debate and public input. The measure will identify and label misinformation and provide more training. It will also create platforms, including websites, alongside medical professionals to combat misinformation, among other things. And the county is working on a new plan to build more affordable housing. Today, the Board of Supervisors unanimously approved construction of new homes through expanding the county's voucher program. Staff will now put together those specifics. Last night, the board passed an additional series of housing policies. That includes having the county buy land for housing development, requiring affordable housing to be part of some of those projects, and fast-tracking projects that include affordable housing. The CDC is advising anyone unvaccinated not to travel this Labor Day weekend. Now, this comes during our surge of new COVID-19 cases. Our ABC 10 News reporter Nia Watson joins us live on this story, and she spoke with local healthcare leaders about their concerns that this holiday could put an even bigger strain on our hospitals. Nia.
Yeah, like every other holiday, doctors say they expect a spike in COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations to follow, but they tell me it's the Delta variant that makes the trend even more concerning this year.
There's essentially no holiday in which we have not seen a surge in cases.
San Diego County hospitals are backing the CDC's advisory for those unvaccinated to avoid traveling over Labor Day weekend.
It's really important that we learn the lessons from before. Why do we have to keep repeating history in a negative way?
The recommendation comes as travel experts expect many to hit the road for the holiday. San Diego's tourism authority says hotels are reporting bookings in the 80% range for this weekend. But Dr. Abby Olulade with Sharp Healthcare says this year's Labor Day is even more concerning than last year due to the Delta variant.
The Delta variant is not only the most contagious coronavirus variant that we know of, it's one of the most contagious respiratory viruses that most people will ever come into contact with.
The spike in COVID hospitalizations, coupled with staffing shortages, has caused Scripps Health to postpone some of its medical procedures. As of today, 174 of its patients are hospitalized with the virus, a majority being unvaccinated. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Ghazala Sharif says that number is higher than Labor Day in 2020 and even Thanksgiving.
We're already at our capacity for heart-lung bypass machine. Know what's going to happen in a couple weeks.
As for people who are fully vaccinated, doctors still encourage them to be careful and wear a mask. Although less likely, it is still possible to become infected and spread the virus. In Kearney Mesa, Nia Watson, ABC 10 News.
Topping the news feed, the White House is planning for COVID booster shots to become available this month. September 20th is the date, but the FDA is assessing whether it should approve that third shot. The agency is still looking to approve the vaccine for kids younger than 12. The strain on ventilators is happening again. Hospitals are dealing with more COVID patients and now scrambling to find enough oxygen. Good news is cases of COVID in states like Florida have dropped slightly over the last 2 weeks. Now, as the Gulf Coast begins to recover from Hurricane Ida, the United Nations says that weather disasters are now striking 4 to 5 times more often. The events are becoming less deadly since the 1970s, but the financial toll has continued to grow. This is according to a study of 11,000 weather events.